In Kendo, we always say we treat a bamboo sword as a real sword. That is why we don't do certain things. For example, when we draw out our sword, we always go over, not under. So I would like to explain why we're using iaito. Okay, this is iaito. This doesn't have sharp blade. Okay, this has, as you can see, scabbard. Okay, but shinai doesn't have. That's a big difference. Okay, but since we treat a bamboo sword as a sword, okay, we have to follow some rules based on how to treat the real sword. Okay, so when we say taito, that means to wear your sword. Also, tai means belt. Okay, we use belt to wear sword. We slide the sword into the belt. Okay. Now, so this is taito position. That's what we do in Kendo as well. Okay, as you can see, my left hand is slightly further out. Okay, in Kendo we have our left hand right here, but if you use a sword, your left hand is here. That's a bit different, but this is how you wear your sword. Okay, you have to always lock the sword. Okay. Now the tsukagashira is in the center of your body. It's the same as Kendo. All right. Now the reason why we cannot draw out our sword from downwards, okay, is if you use a real sword or like iaito, katana, okay, we have scabbard. How we draw out our sword is draw out our sword, okay, and flip. It goes outwards, okay. There is a way to go downwards, but you have to flip your sword upside down and then draw out. Okay, so usually when we draw out our sword, we take a step forward, and your right hand grab the handle of the sword and draw out. Okay, and then flip. Okay, this is why in Kendo we don't do this. Right? We have to follow certain rules, which is katana. We're having katana. So we want to have the feeling that we are using real sword. That's why we follow this rule. Okay. Now, we have certain things we don't do with shinai. For example, we never lean on shinai like this, okay, in the dojo. Why? Because you cannot draw out your sword, okay, if you have to draw out your sword, all right? And also, we don't do this either, all right? Reason, we cannot draw out our sword, okay? In the dojo, you always have to be ready, okay? You're at the dojo to train, not to play. So, carry your sword in your left hand. When you use bokuto, you carry your bokuto in your right hand. However, basically, you carry your sword shinai in your left hand. This is sageto position. When you carry your sword, use sageto position. When you draw out your sword, taito position. Okay, because you have to wear your sword. All right. Another thing we don't do is when we use shinai, we don't grab our sword from the side like this. Okay, like that. Okay, because the shinai is round, okay, people tend to grab their sword from the side, right? It doesn't matter how many times their instructor tell them not to do it. It's hard to know why they cannot do it, because it's easy to do. Okay? Here's why. As you can see, this is oval. Okay? So you cannot grab the sword from the side like that. Okay? Your grip is too loose to swing your sword. But it doesn't matter in Shinai because it's round, you can grab it. Okay? But we have to follow the principle of sword, so that's why we have to grab our sword like this. Okay? And also common mistake is to grab sword flat like this. Okay? It should be V like that. V. Okay? If you have flat grip, your kendo tends to be very tense. Okay? Your kendo, your suburi will be like this. Alright? And the tip of the sword is standing up. Okay? If you have V, you can do this. So it gives you more reach as well as flexibility. Alright? So make sure you have V here. Okay, both hands. If you or your students have a problem with fixing the grip, this is what I tell them. It's exactly like grabbing an ice cream cone. Okay? So here, it's a kind of triangle. Right? Have the tip of the triangle, the end of the little finger, at the bottom of the little finger, and then roll the hands like that. Okay? It's an ice cream cone. Okay? So thumb should be on the middle finger or the index finger. Okay? Not like this. If you have this kind of grip, okay, you have room. You will have room here. If you want to close the room, you will squash. You have to squash the cone. Okay? That's not what you're supposed to do. You have to wrap the cone nicely. This is the kendo grip. Left hand as well. Okay? So if you have a problem with grabbing the shinai, this is very easy to make. Okay, it's a piece of paper, just roll up. Okay, you can use ice cream cone as well if you prefer. Able to have nice and relaxed kamae. Okay, I tell them to shake hand each other. Okay, hi, how are you? This nice and relaxed movement. Okay, it's kind of close to kendo movement. Kendo kamae. Okay, it's quite rare. Okay, not many people grab their hands like that. Okay, they always go, oh, hi, nice to meet you. Okay, this nice and relaxed angle. This is very close to kendo kamae. Okay, so you can tell them, oh, shake hand each other. Okay, if you see people going like that, okay, probably it's not a good idea for them to learn this method. Instead, tell them to put their hands together like that, okay, and then have the hands right in front of them, okay, this side, okay, and that, right, nice and relax, okay, and then all they have to do is slide left hand down a bit, right. Doesn't it look like kendo kamae? Okay. The important thing is their armpit should be closed. Okay? If the people who handshake like that have open armpit, okay, this is bad for kendo. Alright? So from here, hands together, when they have their hands together like that, the armpits are closed. Okay? Like that. And then slide their hand. Right? This is nice and relaxed coming. Okay? Probably that way they can know, oh, this is how I should be, how I should have my hands in front of me, not like this. Right? So like, okay? Hands together, slide. Hands together, slide. Okay? If I want to close my armpit, it should be like that. Okay? So if your students or you have a problem with this, open armpits, okay? Hands together, try this. It's like washing your face. Okay? Try that. Alright? So your armpits are closed. Okay? You don't have to make them close. You don't have to force them closed like that. And then you will have another problem. Okay? Nice and relaxed, closed. Okay. This is not good. Okay? This is good. And then if you can't imagine how, you just get washing your face. Okay? So your armpits are naturally closed. Alright? I would like to talk about the process of striking. First, your wrist moves. When your wrist moves, your Kensaki moves. Okay? And it goes up, and elbow moves start moving. Okay? Finally, shoulder moves. Okay? And then when you swing down, shoulder down, okay? And elbow comes down, and then wrist comes down, and then Kensaki goes down. Right? So that's the process of striking. However, when people tense like that, they don't have that process. Okay? Or if they have very strong right hand and pulling their sword with the right hand like that, okay? They don't have that process. Okay? Nice and relaxed. Wrist first. Elbow second, and then shoulder. And then shoulder down, elbow down, and wrist down, and Kensaki. Okay? But it's not like 3 different movements. It's one motion. Okay? It's one motion up, man, up, man. So it's not like okay? And then if you do that, you're doing it wrong. Okay? So natural way up. Okay, so if you do it fast, it's like whip. Okay, okay. This naturally is very hard to do. Okay. So I would like to share some methods to fix the process. Getting the idea of the process of swinging or striking is, like as I said before, face washing. Like that. Okay? Your hand movement, your hands come up and elbows, your hand, elbow moves, and then face moves. Okay? More like that. Okay? But it's like this move. Okay? When you drink tea, you drink like this. Okay? Grab a mug or cup. Okay? Reach out your mug. Okay, and your hands start moving. Okay, and your elbow moves, and then drink. Okay, and your hand turns, and then elbows down, your hand. right? Or when you eat something with a fork, you reach out to the food and then stab with a fork and then come up. Okay, so this movement, we always do this movement. Okay, but when people start thinking, oh, I have to swing hard, okay, they start going. It's not like that. It's natural movement. Reach out and lift your hands up. Okay. The method I'm going to talk about now has movement involved. So this might work better for you or your student. Okay, this is a ball, it's a normal ball, okay? And it's all you have to do is overthrow, right? Overthrow. Like that. This movement is very similar to Kendo movement. Okay? From there, from here, okay, you don't have to think about Kendo. From here, right, up, like that. Like that. Okay? And then throw. These movements are very similar until last movement. Flip the ball, push the ball forward. This movement we have in Kendo as well. With just different angle of the hand. When you push ball, it's this way. Okay, this way. Kendo, this way. Okay, so that's a little difference, but fundamental movement, how to use the body, is pretty much the same. Okay. If you can use a ball at the dojo, that would be very nice. But if you cannot use a ball at the dojo, go home and then practice that. And that way you will feel that Kendo is not very special. Okay, you can do it. Right? You know the movement. You just have to apply that movement to Kendo. Okay? So take Shudan, okay, shake hand, however you want to, however you can relax, that's fine, okay? It's not only one way, all right? Keep your armpits closed, all right? If you can do it, just hands together, all right? And slide. That's how you grab your shina, okay? Nothing very difficult, okay? Make sure it's V. If you don't know, if you cannot make V, ice cream cone, okay? Now, here. Strike, okay, ball, throwing ball, overthrow. Okay, but you have to make sure though, okay, left hand should be above the head, okay? Now, you don't want to drop your sword, the tip of the sword down like that, all right? If you do that, okay, this happens, all right? So you don't want to do that. These fingers are very tight. Little finger, ring finger, very tight, close, okay? And right hand should never go lower than the left hand. Okay, parallel is fine, up is fine, but not like that. All right? From there, and then man. Okay? That's how you strike men. When you strike men, many people think they have to push their sword down. Right? Like that? No. Okay? Well, your job is bring your sword up above your head. Okay? And then just push it down. A little. Just push it forward. Okay? Push it forward. Do I look like swinging it down? Alright? Very relaxed. Okay, you have to have the correct form first. Okay? It's like throwing ball. Relax. Okay? 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 If you think you're not breathing, you're holding breath, okay, that is very common as well. Breathing when you bring your sword up, when you strike, breathe out. Okay? Try to breathe out all the air. Okay? And try to push down your shoulders so this doesn't happen. Alright? Shoulders down. Okay, if you cannot make a lot of noise, for example, if you live in an apartment, okay, and you cannot shout, you cannot have TI, breathe out like this. Okay, if your ceiling is too low, sit down in Caesar, and then, okay, that's another way to practice suburi. Okay. Another important thing when you strike men is, it's not about right hand, it's the left hand. Okay, you have to decide where the left hand should stop. Okay, which is, it depends on your body shape. Okay, unfortunately I cannot say exactly where, but in my case, it's about my solar plexus. Okay, there. Right. If your left hand is too high, this happens. Right. It should be lower. Okay, and how you check it? If your left hand, turn your sword around. All right. If your left hand is too high, the kensai is pointing at your chest. Okay? That's not good. It should be pointing at about belly. Man. Alright? Like that. Okay? Even though I said the left hand should be the height of solar plexus, but kensai is, of course, goes lower than solar plexus, so about my belly is here, so lower than my belly. Okay? It looks about right. Man. Okay? You don't have to do this all the time, just to check your main strike. Man. Okay, this is good. Okay? Until you know what you're doing. Okay? It's also a good idea to do suburi in front of a big mirror. Okay? Look at yourself. Man, check your hand, everything, okay? But a lot of people don't have that huge mirror. So if that's the case, you can do this. Okay, always check yourself. Okay? Do it slowly. Man, slowly. Okay, you can make it as fast as you want once you get the correct form. Okay? A lot of people rush into fast movement. They want to do it fast. They want to strike fast. Get faster than anyone else so they can strike. That's fine, but if you don't have the correct form, you will not improve in the future. So Kendo is a long run, like lifetime training. Okay? So don't worry about swinging fast. Okay? Worry about more correctness. Okay? Footwork. Ashisabaki. A lot of people have hard time to learn ashisabaki because this sliding motion is quite unusual for them. But it's easy if you do it right. Okay? Right method or right training. Right? So this is one thing you can try. As you can see, I have two pieces of paper. Right? Probably you know what I'm going to do. Put these on the floor. Put my toes on the paper. Okay? So I can slide. Now, this doesn't solve everything, but at least you can feel, oh, that's how it feels like. And some people use powder, okay, but the powder makes a bit dojo messy, so I prefer use piece of paper, okay, like that, and then heels up and moves, okay, like that. Oh, that's how you feel, okay. Once you know how it feels like, just take out those papers. And this is how I teach at the dojo. I always tell them, okay, heels up and move forward and move backwards. Of course, dojo is a lot bigger, so all the way from one end of the dojo to the other end of the dojo. Slide. Okay, slide. Heels up, toes on the floor. And then a lot of people at the very beginning, they do this, like penguins. Okay? Sticky, very sticky. The toes are like stuck on the floor. And then I tell them to feel the dust between the floor and your toe. Like that. Okay, can you feel that? Okay, very smooth. That's how you have to move your foot. When you slide, you have to feel the dust rolling between the floor and the toes. Okay? Once they know, once they feel this, they can do this. Okay, you can do this too. Everyone can do this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can feel the dust rolling. Yes. Okay? And then let them try this. Okay? Surprisingly, once they know how it should feel, they can do it. They can slide, no problem. Okay? And then let them do suryashi from one end of the dojo to the other end of the dojo several times or more, okay, until they get the hang of it. Alright? And then let's try to do okuriyashi, which is the basic kendo forward. Right foot forward and left. Right foot forward, left. Okay? This is much easier for beginners, it seems like, to grasp what they have to do in kendo. It seems like this method works well. So if you have a problem with footwork, especially with sliding part, please do this. Another problem you might encounter is right foot forward, that's good, and you drag your left foot like this. That slows you down, okay? All you have to do is, in suryashi, okay, the toes down. When you go forward, toes down, okay, toes down. Left foot or the back foot pushes your body forward. That's what it has to do, okay? Once it's done with the work, come up. You're going to lift it up, okay? So much faster, and keep the back of the knee straight. When you go backwards as well. When you go backwards, I don't want you to drag the front foot like that, okay? Again, the right foot or the front foot pushes your body backwards, okay? See, the toes down, heels up, okay? And push back, right? See, I lift it up a little bit. Forward, backwards. Okay? So, we want to keep the toes down, right? It's the right toe. Down, down. When you go backwards, sit right toe down. Okay? 1, 2, 1, 2. So, if you know what to do, if you know what you have to do, okay? If you know what's the point of the footwork, okay? It's much easier for you to perform that footwork, okay? We don't want to do this, okay? we don't want to do that. We want to move quietly, okay, without moving up and down too much. Okay? So that's the purpose, right? So if you know the purpose, maybe it makes it much easier for you to learn okuriashi. Fumikomi. This time, I'll show you what fumikomi is. Okay, fumikomi take shoulda. When you strike man, if you're a beginner, right foot forward and then hands up and strike man. Okay? And when you strike man, left foot comes forward. Okay? When you become advanced, take shoulda, hands up and your right foot up, and then push your body back. Okay? This movement is called fumikomi. Okay? This movement is very hard for a lot of people. Okay, so what I tell them, the reason why we do this fumikomi is because it's hard for us to strike men with it just sliding forward men. It doesn't give us enough distance to reach our opponent. Okay? So we have to jump in. Okay? And as you can hear, we have this noise, bang noise, okay? A lot of people try to make this noise, right? Therefore, they try to make it very strong, but they don't have the distance, enough distance to reach their opponent, okay? So, sound is not important. What is important is you have to deliver your body far enough so you can reach. Okay? To reach out, a lot of people to reach out with their hands, but their body is far behind. Okay? This is not good, right? As long as you deliver your body forward, your arms come with your body. Okay? So concentrate on your fumikomi. Okay? Go forward more. Right, to reach out, not reaching your arms out to strike the target. Right? Also, concentrate on your left foot. Okay? You have to push forward. A lot of people concentrate on their target. Therefore, they go. Okay? The body is behind. Right? Left foot, concentrate on the left foot, up, and then forward. Okay? If you shift the way of thinking, it may work for you. Okay? You can change your fumikomi like that. Okay? But if it's still hard for you, okay, is try to get closer to your opponent and then strike comfortable. Alright? And then make sure you don't reach out your hands, your arms out. Okay? Concentrate on your left foot and then. Right? And then sometimes people cannot move forward like that. Okay, cannot have enough stride forward. Okay? So you can practice this too. Okay? Nice and wide stride. Okay? And from there, you have to go up, right? Push your body forward with the left foot, like that. And then when you come up, you have to use the right thigh to come up, to pull your body up. Like that, okay? So that's what's happening in fumikomi anyway. Go. Okay? Push your body with the left toe, okay? And once your right foot lands, okay, we use thigh to pull up the body. Okay? That's the mechanism of fumikomi. Okay? So if you cannot do it fast, do it slow. Okay? Man. Okay? And then lift your hand up and right foot up and then strike. Okay? Do it slowly. Don't rush. Okay? And then try to do fumikomi. if you still have a difficulty to perform kumikomi, have an object in front of you, okay? And then hop over. Okay? This process, what we are doing is to know how our body is moving. Right foot up and push. Okay? This is not exactly what we do in Kendo, but you can know how your body works. Okay? And then make it like Kendo. Okay, I can do it, right? I can do it. Because you're relaxed. That's a very important thing. And you know you can do it. Okay? Now you know you can do it. Now remove the object. From here, take shoulder, relax. Okay, only thing is different, just hopping over an object and do kumikomi is left foot. You don't want to bend your left knee. Just hop in an object, you can go like that. Okay? But when you do kumikomi, it's straight and come up. Okay? From here, okay? Of course, when you do kumikomi, the left knee is slightly bent, and then, okay, that's a normal process, I think. That's how the human body works. So don't worry about details, okay? So from here, I want you to hop, okay? And try not to bend your left knee. This process, okay? This process, don't do this, right? Okay, nice and relaxed. Just learn the form first. Okay, be confident and know that you can do it. That's why jumping over or hopping over an object gives you confidence, and you can learn how your body is moving. Okay, and you can be confident. You can do it, right? You just have to tweak some movements. After hop, keep your left foot straight. And as soon as your right foot lands, left foot comes forward. Okay? If you cannot do something in Kendo, okay, think about the similar movements in your daily life. Okay? I'm sure you have done some kinds of similar movements in the past. Okay? So think about it and then apply that to your Kendo. In that way, you can improve much faster than just learning Kendo movement. Right? And if you cannot do one thing, break it down. Break it down to little movements and then put them together again. So you know how you should move your body. This is one method to know if your striking is correct or not. Okay? If your main strike is correct, your shoulder is down, the tip of the sword is reaching out, okay? And some relax, like that, okay? If you're very tense, you go like that, okay? So I'll show you how you can tell if you're doing it right or not, okay? Please do this with permission of your dojo or a sensei. If your hands are very tight like that, okay? If I throw this sword, I cannot throw like it. Okay, that is your sword goes right now. Okay, if you do it right, as you saw, if you have very stiff grip, okay, your sword goes right straight down. Okay, but if you have nice and relaxed grip, okay, and then strike the man correctly, your sword throw you can throw your sword a lot farther than the stiff grip. Okay, but please do this with permission from your sensei, or you can try this outside, but not with shinai. Okay, use some kind of stick outside, not shinai. Okay, so that is one way to test your strike. In Kendo, we say tenouchi is important. Tenouchi is great, but it's more to it. It's not only just grabbing your sword. Okay, the last moment of the strike, you can see the flip motion. Man. Okay, so I'm not really doing this, but this last kind of drop of your sword. This is very hard to explain. That's why you have to train over and over to get the feeling. But there's a way to experience the similar feeling. Right hand towards the left hand, okay, and then strike man. Of course, your left hand should be about the solar plexus level, okay, and then relax. If you have tense shoulders and arms, you cannot feel this, okay. Stop your left hand, the right height, and then let go, okay. Try not to stop your sword with the right hand. You just drop. And if you keep doing it, you can start feeling the last flip or last drop of your shinai. Okay? Nice and relaxed. If you have tense grip at the last moment, you cannot feel it. Okay? Last drop. There. Okay, nice and relaxed. You can start feeling the weight of the sword. Okay? And then you can start feeling how the power is delivered through the sword. Okay? Once you get in that, once you start feeling that, okay, just move your right hand slowly towards the tsuba. Okay? And then you can still go. Try to feel the same feeling in the shinai. Okay? So that's one way to feel the last motion of tenouchi. This motion. This motion. Okay? So this is very advanced, so if you cannot feel it, that's fine. But as I said, if you want to feel it, you can do this. However, you have to be relaxed. Otherwise, this method doesn't work either. Okay? Now, let me talk about a small man a little bit. Small man is, a lot of people say small man is just this kind of movement, but big man is man, right? Small man is just, we don't bring our sword as much. Okay, that's this way. Okay, we're supposed to use the shinai like sword. Okay, so we still have to. We still need cutting motion. Okay. Okay. I was told by Tsurumaru Sensei. Okay, from here, when you strike man, bring your hands up as you are showing your palms like that. Okay, so it's quite different from fast kind of striking men. Go fast striking men is go like that. Okay, but if you want to continue kendo, okay, it's not shiai kendo. Okay, you still have to have cutting motion like that, and then like Okay. Okay, so it's okay to learn a lot of different small men. Okay, but please do remember that the concept of Kendo is following the katana movement. Okay, so that's why my Ramon sensei told us to still have this motion in small men as well. And to practice that, okay, to get image, this is as well. The ball is quite useful, like that. Man, right? Man. This. Prepare a ball between you and your partner, and you go practice this. Okay, just pass the ball between you and your partner. And then you can get the feeling of, of course, if you can do this without, not without problems, you don't need a ball. Okay, it's another way to practice this Kendo motion. Okay, use whatever available around you, and then apply that to Kendo movement. You will improve a lot faster. Okay.